Hi there, welcome back to my views and news. Three news stories for you. Firstly, Ethiopian PM held an extraordinary meeting with the senior military officers on Thursday. Was this meeting on agenda? Was it scheduled? Or is it an extraordinary meeting, emergency meeting? And what was the agenda, what was discussed at the meeting? Secondly, viewers, did Ethiopian government deliberately show a wrong map at the ongoing African Union summit in Addis Ababa? This map is creating a controversy. Djibouti, Somalia, Eritrea could protest. What is wrong about this map? And thirdly, viewers, Axum, around 2 months ago, Muslim students were expelled from a school for wearing hijab. The matter was taken up by Tigray Islamic Affairs Supreme Council. They took the matter to a court to court pass some orders. I have received an update for you. 2 days ago, there was a meeting between the affected female students' families and the schools which banned Muslim students from wearing hijab. So, what happened? What is the latest? Let's start from Addis Ababa, viewers, where we know that last night PM Abiy held a meeting with senior military commanders. It is an extraordinary meeting. Why? Because I did not hear about any schedule of this meeting. Secondly, we did not see PM Abiy meet with other sections of society, sections of government in recent days. Yes, PM Abiy held discussions with political parties, regional governments last year. Back then, meetings happened according to a schedule. PM Abiy met with representatives of Amhara region, Oromia region, Tigray, etc. All that was part of a schedule. This time, no schedule. Reportedly, the meeting was an extraordinary meeting between the Prime Minister and the military officials. Senior military officials participated, including Birhanu Jula, the chief of the military. The military commanders were taken for a visit to the parks, resorts as well. They were shown the work being done by the government in Addis Ababa. What is significant about this meeting is that it was held during a high level summit ongoing in Addis Ababa, African Union Summit. Leaders are arriving on daily basis. PM Abiy is welcoming them, going to the airport to welcome them. So, in this busy schedule, this meeting was held, showing the significance of the meeting. Nothing significant has been announced by state media. It is only saying that the meeting focused on security, on national, regional issues, etc. But what we have learned is that the Prime Minister of Ethiopia has told the military to be on alert. And he has given a special message to the military that military should uh, make itself fully prepared and fully alert in case of any emergency. Military should be able to act swiftly. This is the message which was largely sent across the military by the Prime Minister of Ethiopia yesterday. Is it about Tigray? Is it about Amhara? Is it about Oromia? Is it about Eritrea? So we don't know. It was a general message that any time military could be needed. Military should not be slow in its response. Abiy wants a fully alert force behind him. Uh, People say it might be related to Tigray, that federal government could announce the deployment of federal forces to Tigray. I don't know, military is already fighting on so many fronts. Joint operation with Kenya against Ola, then large scale deployment in Amhara region, recent deployments of the military in Soma region of Ethiopia too. If military has to deploy tens of thousands of its soldiers in Tigray, it could be really overstretched. Maybe Abiy wants to convince the generals that they should be prepared. Generals don't want to fight new wars. They have been opposing wars. If you remember, a few days ago, senior general in a meeting with political representatives, MPs said that the issue should be solved by politicians. Military should not be drawn into political issues. But Abiy and Prosperity Party are using the military in internal conflicts. Some conflicts are basically political conflicts. I think he wants military on his side. He is convincing them to be ready for a new deployment. Secondly, viewers, did Ethiopian government 2 days ago deliberately display wrong map at the ongoing African Union summit? If the mistake was unintentional, it should be corrected. But it seems that the mistake was not unintentional. It has not been corrected so far. I'm recording this video. African Union Summit in Addis Ababa is a high level gathering of all the countries of the continent. And the summit showed the maps of all the member countries. Ethiopian map shown is incorrect. Eritrea is almost nowhere to be seen in this map. It seems that Eritrea has been shown as part of Ethiopia in this map. Parts of Djibouti and parts of Somalia are shown as parts of Ethiopia in this map. We are seeing criticism against Ethiopian government for showing this controversial map. This map basically shows Ethiopia with access to sea. Ethiopia has no access to sea. It's a landlocked country. But if you closely have a look at the map, you would see that the map shows as if Ethiopia has sea access through Eritrea, through Djibouti, through Somalia, Hobyo, Somalia, Assam, Eritrea, etc. Wrong. This is wrong. It should be corrected because it's violation of other countries' sovereignty and territorial integrity. You cannot show their parts as parts of your country. You cannot revise history. You cannot redraw borders unless you want a war. Djibouti, Eritrea, and Somalia are expected to protest. Let's see, will Ethiopia make a correction? Will it issue an explanation? That remains to be seen. You can see the map on thumbnail. Uh, I have placed the map wrongly shown by Ethiopia, a wrong map shown by Ethiopia on the thumbnail. Lastly, there was an update for you from Axum, where around 2 months ago, over 100 female students were expelled from school for wearing hijab. The Tigray Islamic Affairs Supreme Council protested. We saw a big protest by Muslim community in Mekelle, regional capital. Getachew regional president announced to solve the issue. Issue could not be solved. Tigray Islamic Affairs Supreme Council took the matter to a court in Axum. Local court gave a verdict in support of Muslims, asked schools to let Muslims with hijab join the studies. Still, Muslim community, uh, still Muslim students were not allowed to enter schools premises. 5 schools in Axum took this decision reportedly. Court's orders are being violated. 2 days ago, a new meeting was held between the representatives of schools and representatives of the Muslim community who are affected. Uh, Meeting went on for a few hours. It ended with no progress. Female students are still out of schools. The five schools refuse to allow female students with hijabs to enter the schools. The students could not fill in the forms to appear in 12th grade exam as well as university entrance exam. Their career, their educational career in danger. This issue has both political and regional aspects. It's not a simply institutional internal issue. Religion is involved. Definitely, some say that Axum is the center of Orthodox Christianity. Muslims should not be allowed to wear hijab there. Others say that it's a political issue. Getachew is backing the Muslim female community, and TPLF Debrecen is backing the schools. Since it's turning into a political issue, that is why its solution is becoming difficult, like other political issues in Tigray. But female Muslim students are suffering. We saw similar issue at a university in Ethiopia, Dela University, where Muslim female students were not allowed to enter the university wearing hijab, but then talks were held and the issue was solved. Muslim students with hijab were allowed to enter the university, but in Axom in Tigray, the issue is still unsolved. Thanks for watching.